Yeah, it was definitely stressful and hard.
Well, I want to start because I feel like when you have so much going on in your life. So when you were asked to come back for this season, was there hesitation at all because of obviously a new baby at home, all that? Or was it like, that's a discussion you guys had already had?
This one was rough. I'm not going to lie. This one was real tough. It's just hard because when I go on a season, it's either I'm going to be home in the first week or I'm not coming home until the end of this thing. So, you know, the past 2 seasons I've made it to the finals. So I've been gone for a good amount of time. And so, you know, it was hard for everyone that supports me, Taylor, Mila, you know, Cheyenne, Ryder. Cheyenne was pregnant. So there was a lot that went into this. Yeah, it was definitely stressful and hard, but I think at the end of the day, you just have to do what you feel is best and what everyone feels comfortable with. And, you know, everyone did support me, but I felt a lot of pushback from the people that I love most. So it was definitely difficult. Yeah.
It's so funny because I've been obviously talking to you for so long doing these challenges, and it's so different how the hardest part of being on the show is now versus what it was back then, because it must be completely different now.
Oh, I used to go on the show. I was single. I didn't have kids. Like, I was going to turn up, have my fun, and I was real distracted on the show. Now I go to the show and I feel like I'm locked in. I know why I'm there. But at the same time, like, I miss my kids. I really do. They make me happy. You know, if I'm having like a stressful day or something, the kids don't know that. So like, they're always going to be themselves. And so it just is like that peace of mind when I'm hanging out with them and being around Taylor and stuff. So it's just a big decision now. And I mean, to put a little plug in, make sure you guys watch Teen Mom OG, because that's a big storyline this season. On me leaving. Me and Cheyenne get into a couple arguments and things like that. But it's definitely different, Emily, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. How has it been filming, before we get into the challenge, Teen Mom? Obviously, we know Taylor's not part of it anymore, but with that situation, I mean, with the pressures of all of that.
It's hard, you know. I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy to be in this position, to have this opportunity to show people, you know, even a deeper dive into my life and kind of what goes on and how me and Cheyenne co-parent, and kind of how it's not always rainbows and butterflies, right? Like, we do have our fights and we do get into it, but at the end of the day, we always make sure that our focus is back on Ryder. And, you know, I love shooting Team Mom OG. I'm happy to be a part of it. I think this upcoming season for that, it's just like, you know, I think we start to see that it's starting to affect Ryder a little bit, the time me being away. And that's when I have to kind of take a step back and realize that, okay, I'm not going to be able to get this time back in my child's life. So like, it's hard. It's a hard decision. It's like, do you take your work opportunity and this great chance that you have, or do you, you know, you be there for your family? So it's a tough decision for sure.
How did this season, obviously emotionally for you, it was a little bit different than usual. How did it compare physically to past seasons you've done?
Physically, I felt amazing. I felt great physically. I'm not going to lie. I trained harder than I ever have to come on the show. I feel very healthy. I feel ready. It was hard mentally. Just because the people at home were kind of struggling. Cheyenne was pregnant. Ryder was acting up. Taylor was missing me. Mila, I missed Mila's first steps. So like, I'm missing crucial points in my child's life that like, I'll never be able to get back. So that's kind of hard to swallow. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm there to work. You know, I don't have to work a 9 to 5. So that's a blessing. So when I do come home after doing a challenge, I get to spend all my time with my kids. So that's kind of how I rationalize it. And so this one was tough. This was tough. These challenges were intense. Yeah.
You come home and you get to kind of make up for lost time, which is great.
Yeah.